Good morning, welcome. I thought I'd record a class while the house is quiet, so I hope you enjoy. It will just be a short practice, just a little bit of self-care. Valentine's Day is approaching and we are very good at giving care to others and showing them how we appreciate them, but we're not always very good at doing that for ourselves. So a little self-care practice to start your day. Let's come down onto our mats, just in a cross-legged position. If you like to sit on something, that's perfectly fine. We're going to just relax the arms, maybe turn the palms upwards and close the eyes for a moment. Making the spine nice and long, crown of the head reaching upwards. And then just place your right hand on your abdomen and your left hand on your heart. And as you breathe in, you're going to breathe in that self-care, that love, that support, just for you. Exhaling anything that doesn't serve, any tension, anything you may be holding in your body. Inhaling that self-care, that love, and exhaling any tension. And maybe as you inhale and you exhale, you're breathing in some kind words. You're letting go of any judgment, any self-criticism, changing those thoughts and planting those seeds of kindness and care for yourself. Taking one more breath here. Just resting the hands back on the knees. Let's drop the chin down towards the chest and do a little rotation of the head. So it's a slow movement. Stretching into the whole of the neck. Coming back to the chin and then reversing that circle, making sure the shoulders are relaxed. Coming back to center, just blinking the eyes open now. Let's inhale, bring up the arms, reaching upwards. And let's exhale, drop the right hand and reach over with that left arm, bending into the right elbow. Sending that breath all the way down the left side of the body. Inhaling back to center, reaching the arms upwards, and then dropping that left hand. We're bending into the left elbow, stretching over with the right arm. Still breathing all the way into the belly. Breathing back to center, lifting out of the waist, and then exhaling the arms back down. We're going to come round onto our hands and onto our knees in what we call our table pose. And we're going to come to our cat-cow breath. So just relax your toes, push the palms into your mat. And as we inhale, we start to send the gaze upwards, dipping the belly a little towards your mat. And then as you exhale, you're rolling your spine up to the ceiling, tucking the chin in, and we're taking that pause between the breaths. Spine is pushed up to the sky or the ceiling, and then we're inhaling, rolling back through. So it's a gentle movement with your breath. Feels quite nice just to close the eyes, delving further inwards, letting go of the outer world and just taking this time for you. Really connecting with your breath, being aware of its journey. The last exhalation here. And then coming back to that central point of your table. Let's tuck the toes. Let's head into a down dog position, pushing back. Body might be a little stiff if you're practicing in the morning. Do allow for that. Grounding the palms, grounding the toes. And then let's just drop the knees, hovering just above our mat. And then push back into the legs. Let's do that again, just dropping the knees. Pushing back into the mat. Let's do one more, dropping down. We're not quite touching our mat. And then we're pushing back. We're going to send that right leg long in a three-legged dog, squeezing that right side. And then drawing that knee in towards the chest, drop it down to your mat and shuffle your left leg back for a pigeon pose. Inhaling, gaze up, and then exhale, walk the hands forward. You can always grab a little bit of support if you need it for your head, dropping down when you're ready. Sending that breath into maybe your lower back, maybe your right knee, maybe the hip, the pelvis. Just having a little check in here. How that right side feels. Last breath here. And then taking that slow walk back, framing that knee, and let's step it back into that down dog position. Maybe here it feels nice just to have a pedal through the feet, one at a time, through the legs. Keeping that breath long, making sure that jaw is relaxed, the face is soft, and then holding that down dog position. We're going to send the left leg long, squeeze it back, and then hug that knee towards your chest, squeeze it in, and then drop it down to your mat. We're shuffling that right foot back as far as we can. We're inhaling, looking up, slight back bend, and then exhale, drop down to your mat. Everything with care, compassion, letting go of any judgment, just kind words to your body. Your body is that miracle that works to support you, always supporting you. here for a few breaths, being aware of the breath's journey. Last breath. Walking back up when you're ready, framing that left knee, and let's step it back for our down dog. Heels back, arms long. We're going to take our knees wide on our mat, send our big toes together and sit back into a child's pose, dropping the forehead down, long arms. We're going to be delving back into our side body, so let's take a walk over to the right side first. Shuffling the hands, shuffling the arms, left hand on top of that right hand, and drop the head back down towards your right knee. Should feel that lovely stretch along the left side. Take any support you may need. And breathe deeply. Just feeling space as you lengthen into your muscles. Feeling that sense of freedom, of openness. Last breath here. We're slowly bringing up the head and we're taking that walk to the other side, over to our left. Again, we have that option of right hand on top of the left and dropping the head towards our left knee. Making sure you can feel that stretch. If you need to shuffle further, then do so. And then just sending that breath down the right side of the body. Staying for one more breath. Taking that slow walk back. Hands back down on your mat. We're pushing back into our down dog when you're ready. Breathing into the belly, maybe that sigh out of the mouth. That letting go of any tightness, any tension. We're now going to take a walk to the side of our mat. So the feet come to the side of our mat and we drop down into a deep squat. If you need to sit on something here, you can do so. We're going to bring up the hands and just send them into a namaste at the front of your heart and push your elbows into your inner legs. Staying here, dipping into the lower back. Shoulders are relaxed, the spine is long. And we're going to come to a little shoulder opener. So do sit on something if you need, if you're starting to feel tired or uncomfortable. We're going to start to wrap the right arm around the right leg. So you take that right arm round and then you bring that left hand back to meet it. Maybe you need to shuffle your feet in a little. You pull back into that left arm and you turn your gaze towards your left shoulder. Holding here and breathing into the right. Still feeling balanced in the feet, or take that support. Long breath. Last breath here. Releasing your bind. You could always hold a strap if you struggle to bind the arms, and coming back to your namaste. We're going to take that bind the other way, so the left arm around the left leg and the right arm back to meet it. We're turning our gaze to that right shoulder now. Holding here. Breathing into the lower back, breathing into that left shoulder. Let's take one more breath. We're going to release. We're going to place the hands down on our mat and push strong on the legs, turning the toes to face forward. And just dropping down, releasing the back of the legs, the lower back. Stepping the feet together, folding over both legs. And let's just take a slow rise up, inhaling as we come up, bringing the palms together, and then exhaling as we fold back down. You should be facing the top of your mat, so it should be quite easy just to step back into that down dog. Sending the hips back, the legs long, palms pushing into your mat, grounding down. We're going to take a walk, a step, a jump towards our hands, and we're going to sit down on our mat, sending the legs long. Feet together, legs together. Make sure you're grounding down into your mat. And we're going to hug in the right knee. Make a cradle with the hands. Take the hands underneath your foot, or you can grab a strap here as we send that right leg out. Spine is long, shoulders are relaxed. Remember, you can use your strap. And we're going to take a twist here. So we're going to stay holding our right foot with our hand or with our strap. And we're just going to open with that left arm. Send that left arm behind you. Send your gaze backwards. Bringing that hand back to that extended leg, bending back in, and just hold your foot now with your left hand and your right hand on your knee. And let's just swing into that hip joint. This time planting that foot on the inner leg, right knee out to the side. And we're going to come to a fold. So let's inhale, bring up the arms, and exhale to the toes. Again, grab your strap if you need it. Inhaling into the lower back and exhaling, folding forwards. Make sure you have that lift from the lower spine. As you exhale, maybe that fold goes deeper. If the body allows, we're not pushing it. There should be no pain. And do bear in mind, if you're practicing first thing in the morning, the body will feel tighter. And you have to allow for that. me it's about 6:45 in the morning, so my body is feeling that. We're going to inhale, take that rise up, and exhale and lower. Bringing the legs back together. We're going to draw in that left knee. Make that cradle with the hands, taking it underneath the foot and sending that leg long. Make sure shoulders are relaxed, spine is long. Feeling that lovely stretch in the back of the left leg. We're going to keep hold of that left foot and send that left arm out. Turning that gaze behind. Coming back, holding onto that foot, bending into the knee, supporting the foot, supporting the knee as you take that twist or that shake side to side. We're dropping that foot onto our inner leg. Right toes are pointing upwards. We're inhaling in and we're exhaling down. Grabbing our strap if we need. Using the breath. Taking your time, maybe the body wants to go further, maybe it feels quite okay where you're at. Last breath. Inhaling to rise back up and exhale to release. Let's send the feet back together, sitting back on the hands, just squeezing the shoulder blades. Maybe this is enough this morning to stay here, squeezing open the shoulders. Or maybe you feel you want to come into an upward plank, pointing the toes, squeezing the glutes, activating the arms. Pushing up, pushing strong. Last breath. Releasing all the way back down to your mat. Let's lie down on our backs. Give ourselves a hug. Draw the knees in. Give ourselves a squeeze and a roll side to side if that feels good. Let's send that left leg long and just hug in the right. Take a little rotation through the foot, through the ankle. Working both ways. Sending that right leg long, squeezing in the left. Again, take that little rotation, roll, working both ways. We're going to take a bend into the legs, placing the feet now down on the mat, just making sure you can touch your heels with your hands, tucking in that chin. Let's push up into our bridge pose, sending the hips high, Maybe keeping the hands and arms where they are, or maybe linking your fingers and coming up onto your shoulders, keeping that chin tucked in. Seeing the belly rise and fall with the breath. Last breath. We bring our arms back alongside us. We take our inhalation and we roll back down as we exhale. Slow movement with the spine, slowly coming back. Take a bend into your elbows, cactus in the arms, palms facing upwards, and then just drop the knees over to the right side. You can pick up the head, turning it to the left. Maybe it feels quite nice to close the eyes. Slowly bringing the knees and the head back to center, and then dropping the knees over to the left. Maybe picking up the head and turning the head to the right. And then slowly coming back to center. Let's draw those knees in one last time. Take that rock, that squeeze, whatever you need. And you're going to roll yourself over to one side, coming back to that cross-legged position. Taking the spine long, bringing one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. As you inhale, breathing in that love, that respect, that kindness for yourself. If it feels doable for you, maybe breathing in, I love you. I love myself. It's not selfish. When we take care of ourselves, we're much more able to care for others. Inhaling that positivity and just releasing any remaining tension. Feeling grounded, feeling supported, and feeling that love within. On your next inhale, send the arms wide, stretch the arms back. And as you exhale, send the arms around yourself, give yourself a hug, drop your chin down, maybe a squeeze and a little shake here. And then bring your hands to your heart, bowing to Namaste. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time to practice with me this morning. I hope you have a wonderful day or evening, whatever time of day it is, and I will see you very soon. Lots of love.